Yo, what the frick is up? This will be my final project for Psychology of a Meaningful Life and Global Health Development. Enjoy.
I feel the
Well.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I feel the bass drum more and more.
What's up, guys? Hello, Psychology peers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This marks the end of our two classes, Psychology of a Meaningful Life and Global Health Development. Obviously, filming this in Japan for my final project. Past month, I've spent reflecting, exploring, meeting all sorts of people, and subsequently losing 20 big boys, some pounds. Freedom units, through kilograms. And today I won't only be talking about weight loss. I'll be talking about mindfulness, mental clarity, and I'll be talking about the deep contrast between Japanese and American culture. Let's get it. So, let's talk about what I learned from these classes. Not much, was too busy gooning in the corner. Kidding. I came to most classes early and coked out on 3 Monsters and espresso shots, and I sat in the front. Okay, let's talk neuroplasticity. It doesn't mean we're stuck. We can rewire our brains. And we can change the way we think, react, and live through mindfulness, intention, and daily choices. In Japan, I became more mindful about my eating, my moving, and my talking. I slowed down. I listened more. I've been more present. Something I really struggle with as a person with bad ADHD. And I'm on a spectrum. Alright, let's talk Grubbington.
Shut your fucking mouth!
In Japan, we see less processed foods, sugar, red meat, saturated fats, rather fish, rice, fermented foods, vegetables, and tea. We got smaller meals, portion control, norm here, nutritionally dense. I feel better after eating it. It's like eating as a ritual here. In the US, we got high fructose corn syrup, big proportions, and ultra processed snacks are the norm. And I feel like eating is an escape in the US. In 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks, I've lost 20 pounds here. I've restricted myself less, rather eaten with more intention. More exercise, more activities done with the group, and discipline. Shout out my boy Unai. So lifestyle here in Japan supports health, public transportation encourages movement, convenience stores stock healthy options, and people here walk. You know, walking is just a part of life here. No one really thinks about it, but in America, if you walk more than 2 blocks, people might think that you've either lost your car or lost your mind. And I've gotten looks maybe 6 or 7 times. Because of, my size, trying to fit into public transportation or restaurants, In Japan, a typical snack might look like, water, sparkling water, 0 sugar drink, or some candy with low sugar, or maybe some frozen fruit, like some frozen mango. In America, a snack might look like, chips, soda with added sugar, like a pastry, maybe some Twinkies, maybe like a hot dog with like ketchup and some mustard.
Or ketchup!
Shit ain't perfect though. Japan has societal pressures too, especially with conformity, work-life balance. US is more individualistic, has a freeing aspect, but may lead to isolation. Japan is more collectivist, has community, structure, and order. America offers freedom, creativity, and diversity. And there are trade-offs. Let's talk about body image in Japan. Thinness is promoted, public messaging is very harsh, They promote unrealistic standards often, but the average person is very active and eats healthier. And obesity rates are way lower in Japan. Top health concerns in the US, such as heart disease and type 2 diabetes, are far less common. In the US, the body positivity movement is growing, but they still face epidemic of diet-related illnesses and mental health illnesses. In Japan, they don't discuss mental health as much, but there is a structure. There's clean environment, low crime, public responsibility, which leads to a much more harmonic and stable rhythm. All right, I'm going to switch up the pace here. I'm going to tell you guys something a bit personal. I came to Japan with some emotional baggage. A rough breakup with my Japanese ex-girlfriend a year and a half ago left a bitter taste in my mouth regarding Japan and Japanese culture. But on this trip, I've reconnected people, language, with the version of myself that I was passionate about, Japanese history and feudalism. And losing 20 pounds wasn't just a number on a scale. It was shedding old guilt, old habits, old wounds, but also I turned 20 on this trip. I've been more mindful in conversations about my body, and I've been more grounded.
Warning, warning, yap session imminent.
So, mindfulness isn't just breathing exercises. It's about how we eat, walk, talk, our awareness of systems in our life, and choosing when we can live better. Japanese diet, we could take away a few things. Whole foods, move every day, respect community, and slow down. I can think of a few times that, I've just had to slow down. I was, lost in Kyoto Station. I had entered the station in a different way, and, I just got lost, finding different restaurants to eat at, and speaking to waitresses and waiters in Japanese, just trying to figure it out, not using my English, or opening the door for old people, or giving up my seat for a pregnant woman, or, just keeping my phone in my hotel room or in my pocket and just looking out the day, not having my headphones on, even though I'm dehydrated, just looking around, enjoying the temple, enjoying the nature, petting the deer, listening to the birds, listening to cicadas. There's a lot of ways that you can just, slow down and be mindful. And, our brains can change, our lives can change, and I'm living proof of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Shout out to all my fellow students, and the big man, Jeffy-san. Thank you very much for making my experience very special. Also, shout out Jen, Jin, June, and Jerry, the tour guides. Excellent people. Love y'all. I loved making this video, and hopefully y'all took something away from it. Peace out! Also, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. See you very soon.